So before I head to bed, I wanted to talk a little bit about the asteroid lust. Now, contrary to its name, lust in astrology is not just about sex, even though that's part of it. It's also about your primal hunger, what sparks desire, and how you chase it. And so we are going to start with Aries. I will make another video talking more in depth about lust just as an asteroid, but for now we're going to focus on lust in Aries. This placement is bold, it's unfiltered, and unapologetically thirsty for life, freedom, sex, passion, and of course, self-expression. People with this asteroid placement make confidence look sexy as hell. They are definitely going to be the people that are professional flirts like it is their full-time job. Because they initiate, they pursue, and they go in for the kill, and they're really fucking good at it. Now, every chart is going to be different. However, lust in Aries as a placement on its own knows that they're hot. They don't need you to tell them, but if you do make a comment on it, they will definitely take the compliment. Lust in Aries is a placement that really likes to approach sexuality in a very empowering, liberated way. And so when it comes to partners, they really appreciate partners that let them do their thing, that appreciate their independence and their freedom, because these people get an A+ when it comes to sampling things. They prefer conquest and sampling partners, adventures, all kinds of things. They prefer sampling over long-term commitment. That is, unless that partner or situation is constantly coming up with new challenges for them to conquer. But don't get it twisted. Just because lust is in Aries does not mean that it only cares about itself. These are going to be the people that not only care about themselves having sexual liberation or just liberation in any kind of situation, they are also going to be the main cheerleader for you to do the same as well. Because part of lust in Aries does want that recognition. It does, on some level, want to be the hero. Some could even say they want to be the savior. They might not admit this, but they do like the recognition, and that's not always a bad thing. And at their best, they don't care whether or not somebody is constantly giving them validation for their job well done. But at their worst, they can be reckless assholes that just emotionally and physically ghost you when they're not getting what they feel like they need in a situation. It can really lead to impulsive hookups, as well as just kind of me first kind of energy that really can burn other people out. Because another part of lust in Aries is that they can sometimes chase desire just for the sake of trying to feel something, trying to feel alive, trying to get that adrenaline kick in. And then they disappear when the thrill is gone. Now, I said these people were very charismatic earlier, and I meant that. These people have a great gift for being seductive shapeshifters. They are very charismatic, and they can really draw you in as far as magnetism goes. However, we have to remember that Aries is a cardinal sign, and at that, it is a fire cardinal sign. And so the mask, while it can definitely be put in place, it's going to slip very quickly. These people can be the people that really invest quite a bit in their bodies. They have a bit of a fixation on their bodies being ready for some sort of combat or competition. And so they are always striving to be on top when it comes to lust in Aries. That mask that I was talking about earlier, when real intimacy is on the table, and this is the shadow side, so I'm not saying that all lust in Aries people are like this. It depends on how much you have grown and matured. But for the ones that have not, when real intimacy is being presented to them, all I'm going to say is that the mask does slip very quickly. And when you have lust in Aries looking at that presentation of real intimacy, let's just say you can expect that they'll be there for the original, but don't expect them to show up for the sequel. All in all, I think this is one of the best asteroid placements, or just placements in general, for confidence and self-love, because I really like this placement. And this is also going to be a placement that's comparable to having lust in your first house or having lust on your rising sign. But anyway, with that, it has been a long day, and I'm going to go ahead and get to bed. But let me know in the comments if you have lust in Aries or on your rising sign. I'd love to hear from you. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.